My name is NovaLei Gonzalez, and I'm from here in Hawaii. I was born and raised here on the windward side, which is at the time that I grew up, which was 66 years ago, was the country. So I grew up in the country of Hawaii. The LGBT person in the ancient times was actually revered and thought to be blessed and sent by the gods, because they were the ones that were the nurturers, they were the teachers, they were the hula instructors, they were the kumus. They were the ones that took care of the children, raised the children in the history of what Hawaii really is. So there was a place for them in our society, and they were revered for that. And then as the Western culture mingled with ours, then things changed. But the structure is so embedded in those that are Hawaiian and in the Hawaiian Islands itself, in the Aina, as we say, in everything that we as Hawaiians consider sacred, that it still exists today, and it's still strong. I cannot remember myself not being gay. And I was extremely accepted by my family, and in fact nurtured by them, because I was thought to be special. Okay. But I remember going to school one day and getting beaten up and called a sissy and a queer. And at the time I was staying with my grandfather, and I remember coming home and saying that I wanted to kill myself. And my grandfather says, why? Why are you so upset? And I said, well, those kids at school, I don't want to go back to school. I want to kill everybody. I want to kill myself because they don't like me. They don't like who I am. My grandfather sat there. We sat there for a while. I says, well, Grandpa, aren't you going to say anything? And he says, yes, I am. But what I know, that you're going to remember what I tell you. If you never remember anything I ever tell you, I want you to remember this, that because of who you are, there will be enough people in your lifetime to love you for exactly who you are, that you'll never have to worry about the ones that don't. And every time there's been a confrontation, every time there's been an incident where that would come up in my life, I would see him looking at me, and I would just realize, okay, you may not like me, but, and then I start thinking in my mind of all the people that do. And before you know it, yeah.